Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching. I'd like to invite you to this day, and I'm going to discuss an issue here which has been on in our country, Kenya, for quite a long period of time. And I'm going to talk about the introduction of the kipande system. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing so that you can be able to move on well and you'll get the notifications of the next videos we'll be posting on this channel. So today, as I've said, that we are going to talk about the kipande system and how it has an effect even up to the current times. The kipande system was introduced in Kenya in the year 1915, and the main aim of introducing this kipande system was a way of retaining the Africans in their reserves, which was set up by the Europeans, who were the white settlers, to ensure that these Africans from the reserves, they were going to provide labor. Remember, their land had been taken away, which was the land where they were doing their farming, and therefore they were concentrated in camps whereby it will be easier for the British government and the officials to be able to get them to provide the labor. And the kipande was introduced, which had your name, had all your details, even the employer. In this case, the white settler who was near the reserves. And the kipande system also was a way in which the British wanted to take full or to ensure full authority over the Africans. At the same time, it was a way of controlling the Africans in their movements, since the Africans had shown some resistance, for example, the Nandi resistance. And therefore, they came up with the kipande system to ensure that the Africans are contained in their reserve and there is no further movement which will make them to be radicals on the colonial government. And now, this brought an effect whereby if an African was to move from his place of stay, that is the reserve, to other areas, you were to be with the colonial police officers who were to take you, either you are detained or you are even harassed or you are caned or something like that because you lacked or you were away from where your kipande was reading from. And over time, now after the independence of Kenya, the effects even spilled over to the Africans who are now in power. And now you'll find that when you move around, you'll find you are being asked to produce your national identification card. So that thing has an origin from the kipande system, which was there way before Kenya attained independence. It has spilled over, and even the way in which the police used to conduct their affairs, whereby if you are not found with the ID, maybe you are detained. For nowadays, you are just arrested for lacking that basic document. Even if the police can be somehow convinced that you are a Kenyan, you may end up being arrested for lacking that document, especially in urban centers. And now, my question is to you, do you think it's fair to detain somebody because of lacking a national ID and whom maybe you are aware that he's a citizen of that country? Is it fair? So that's a question which I think you can answer down there in the comment section. The introduction of the kipande system was one of the major or was one of the stepping stones into the registering of Kenyans to become citizens, whereby nowadays you are registered. And for kipande, it was done at Kipande House in Nairobi, which now hosts, I think, KCB Bank there in the CBD, Nairobi, which was again one of the tallest buildings by that time when it was established. Nowadays, we have the IDs being produced. They are produced there in Nairobi also, but not in Kipande House. And it's a requirement that every citizen above the age of 18 years, you're supposed to have the ID, whereby now you are taken to be a full responsible citizen. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, put on the notification bell so that next time when I'm going to upload the next video about educating you about our culture in Kenya, about our history, about our geography, you'll be able to learn more of this. Thank you. Consider subscribing. I'm your host, Maosa. Thank you.